Hi, travelers. My name is Gina DeRozier. I am a travel nurse um, right now and living in Maryland. I've been doing a lot of local traveling. Recently, I completed an assignment in West Virginia, and I just want to share a few tips of what we can do as travelers, to level up and to be proactive while you're at work. I've have seen a lot of travel nurses. How have they leveled up? They have stepped into many roles, including charge nurse roles, preceptor. So it's really nice to see a lot of travelers, step into a lot of roles that were meant for staff. And sometimes when you go in, you won't even know that these people, these nurses are travelers. When it's after a while, you're like, oh, and they were like, yeah, I'm a travel nurse just like you. And I'm the charge nurse for today. And they just blend in very nicely with the unit, and they step in and they show initiative, very proactive. So this is great to see. So I personally also had chance to preceptor, not as often. I also have not step up into charge nurse role yet, but eventually maybe someday. But yeah, I have helped with precepting. One of the things that I've do done and that has helped me to as a travel nurse is to maintain a great close to perfect attendance. The attendance, although it may seem like it may not play a role in getting you extended, I believe that it has helped me get extended and in different places. And when I mean, and not only have I've kept my attendance, if I have needed to call off or needed to switch with anybody, I've tried to make up for time loss, and I was able to benefit from that. I did that mean that I didn't lose any income in doing that. And of course, my agencies appreciated me for doing that. And of course, the hospital. So it was like a win win all the way around. The hospital also appreciated if I stepped up and tried to, like if they had a need, I was, I was able to, I can pick up a shift here and there. Okay, and I also was able to switch with my colleagues if they needed it. And as you've heard before in the past, travel nurses do need to be flexible to some extent to help out and be a team player on the unit in wherever hospital. So I wanted to point out something had happened to me this week where I had to call off on Monday, and then the for some reason the agency did end up finding out about it, because I guess the policy was just to go ahead and call the hospital directly to call off the shift, because I see that there's no way I was gonna make it. So the agency came back to me and was like, you know what, this can reflect negatively because they really had a need that day. And even though I felt like I had called, I think 4 hours, 5 hours actually ahead of time, he still told me that, just be mindful, that these hospitals are hurting sometimes, like sometimes they have like critical needs. So like just be aware of that whenever you keep calling off. So he was addressing me. So I had thought about it later on, and I was a little bit defensive about the whole situation, because I kept telling myself, well, there's no way I can you know call ahead of time, because I did not foresee that I was gonna need to call off. Like, I thought I really generally couldn't make it to the shift. So in response to this, what I did is, instead of working or trying to negotiate with the unit to see if they had a need, I end up calling what I recommend people to do, nurses to do instead, is to call the nursing office instead of the unit, and see if there is an act, like where is their need. Because say there's no need on your unit, you could possibly work somewhere else in the hospital. It doesn't have to be on your unit specifically. So keep that in mind, that that's probably the better way to go if you need to make up for a shift, or if you feel like you need to make up for some lost time, that there might be other places in the hospital, especially if you used to floating. So, you might as well work with the nursing office to see maybe there's another place that there's a need, whenever you're able to work. And again, that will benefit not just yourself as a travel nurse, that will benefit your agency and the hospital. So it's an all win-win situation for everybody involved. So again, don't forget to level up, be proactive in in everything you do, show up like they say, and just be a team player, and that will get you a successful assignment. Thank you, and see you for the next tip of the day.